All right, so let's deep dive into the demo for the operator. Let's start by considering the order that Toby created in the Booker experience. I, as the operator, now basically want to go ahead and see how I can handle this order. The first step really includes approving the order and considering if there are any changes needed. In this view, you can see all my pending orders, meaning orders that are created by a booker, that I can from here open up, review what has this person ordered. Are there any particular comments, like for example, different allergies in this case that are applicable? And I can from here go ahead and approve the order or request changes. Now this order is basically happening tomorrow. So if I want to request changes, I can indicate that we have limited availability for the club sandwich, only 5 available. And we can then request those changes from the booker. The order will then move to the changes requested and basically pops up in the app of the booker so that they can review what changes have been requested and make updates to the order. If we, for example, take a look at this order here we can see that the booker has already updated the order after changes were requested. For example, the club sandwich was reduced from 8 to 5. The booker added some new products. And I can then from here basically go ahead and request additional changes or approve the order. Now, if we, for example, have already reviewed this order and consider it as done, we can simply approve it from here. And the order will then go directly to my approved orders. So also here, I can go into every order and review it so I can remind myself like what the booker has ordered. The purpose of this page is really to handle new orders coming in, reviewing them quickly and easily, and giving feedback to the booker if changes might be needed, or basically processing them so that they can be approved and then be handed over to the kitchen or the service staff at a later point in time. If we now go to the next step, where I as an operator basically want to get an overview of what does my day look like, what does my week look like, then I basically need to consider the dedicated hospitality order management page in Kampler. Here, I can simply switch between different weeks. I can then here see a simple overview of the orders for this particular location in this given week. So for the week from the 4th of May to 8th of May, I have 38 orders with a total value of 16,000 Danish kroners and have in total 62 people joining the different events happening this week. I can then deep dive into each of the days, and you can see that the orders displayed below are basically updating based on the day. So here for Monday, for example, I can see that there are 6 orders with a total value of 937 Danish kroners. Now I can use this page to basically do my daily planning meeting with my staff to coordinate who is taking over what event or order essentially. We can go in here, review the order together. We can see when it should be delivered, and I can essentially see all the details in this view. From here, I can also add a kitchen note. For example, deliver 30 minutes early, and add this to the order so that this can be reviewed by the kitchen staff and the service staff later on. Now, as a next step, if I want to review how did my week actually go, I can further deep dive into all my insights for hospitality. Here we see an example set of data for the sales that were done on this hospitality module, where we can see for any given day, we had a total of 446 Danish kroners in sales and a total of 4 orders. So I can from here basically deep dive and review how my revenue and my P&L is performing.